I was chatting with a friend the other day who's been dealing with a bad back and a stiff knee after his recent surgery. He was scrolling through endless options for a chair that could actually help him get up without straining, give him a little massage, and still look decent in his living room. He told me he was nervous about dropping a few $100 on something that might just sit in the corner gathering dust, especially after a few disappointing, adjustable chairs in the past. I could tell he needed a real-world answer, not just a list of specs. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First, let's talk about why the powerlift function matters. The biggest pain point for people with limited mobility is the effort it takes to rise from a low seat. This recliner uses a small motor to raise the seat height at the push of a button, so you're not fighting gravity or using your legs to push yourself up. In my experience, the mechanism feels smooth enough that you can press the button and feel a gentle lift in under a second. For someone who's just gotten out of a hospital bed or who struggles with arthritis, that can be the difference between feeling independent and feeling stuck. Now, the massage and heat features are the next big draw. The chair offers 5 vibration patterns that range from a light ripple to a more intense kneading sensation. I tried the wave mode while watching TV, and the vibration traveled through the leather upholstery without feeling harsh, more like a gentle buzz that you can sit through for a full episode without it becoming annoying. The heat element is a low-level warming pad that activates with a separate button. It's not a sauna-level blast, but it does give that comforting warmth you'd expect from a heated blanket, which can be soothing for sore muscles after a long day. The real test for me was using the heat while reading in bed. It stayed on for the full 20-minute session without the surface getting too hot to the touch. Comfort-wise, the leather upholstery is surprisingly soft for a synthetic material. It has that classic leather look that blends nicely with both modern and more traditional decor, and it doesn't feel sticky even after an hour of sitting. The seat depth is generous enough for a larger frame, but the backrest reclines just far enough to let you lean back without feeling like you're falling into a beanbag. The footrest slides out automatically when you press the recline button, which is a nice touch for people who want their legs elevated without having to manually pull a lever. So, who should actually consider buying this chair? If you or a family member spend a lot of time in a single spot, think retirees who enjoy afternoon TV marathons, people recovering from joint replacement, or anyone who just wants a reliable place to unwind after work, the powerlift and massage combo hits the sweet spot. It's also a good fit for smaller apartments where a full-size sofa would dominate the space. The chair's footprint is modest, yet it still offers the recline and footrest that many larger sofas provide. For those who value a little self-care without paying for a spa day, the built-in vibration and heat can replace an occasional massage therapist visit, saving money in the long run. On the flip side, there are clear reasons to skip this model. First, if you're looking for a high-intensity massage that mimics a professional deep tissue therapist, the vibration modes will feel light. They're designed more for relaxation than for therapeutic muscle work. Second, the powerlift mechanism, while reliable, does add a bit of weight to the chair, making it harder to move around once it's placed. If you like rearranging your living space frequently or need a chair you can easily lift up the stairs, you might run into a snag. Lastly, the leather finish, although attractive, can show fingerprints and dust more readily than fabric. It will need occasional wiping with a damp cloth, which is a small maintenance task some people might find inconvenient. Let's dig into a couple of everyday scenarios that show where the chair shines and where it falls short. Imagine a retired teacher who spends her mornings doing light knitting and her afternoons watching classic movies. She pushes the lift button, gets up without a wobble, settles back, selects the tapping massage mode, and turns on heat while the movie rolls. The whole experience feels seamless, and she doesn't have to get up to adjust blankets or move a separate heating pad. In another case, a young professional who works from home might think the chair would help with posture during long Zoom calls. While the recline is comfortable, the seat doesn't provide the same lumbar support as an ergonomic office chair, so after a few hours the back may start to ache. In that situation, this recliner is better suited for break times rather than full-day work sessions. One practical strength worth highlighting is the quietness of the motor. Some powerlift chairs can be noisy, making a whirring sound each time you rise.